Hello everyone, and welcome to Divine Debut. This is Kathy speaking. Thank you so much for being here. Today is the 22nd of January of 2022. So it's the 22nd of the 1st of 2022, lots of twos. It's a divine spread that we're doing today, and I've just taken some different cards as I feel I need to renew the energies. Okay, I'm using the Cosmic Tarot. Do get comfortable. It's quite a deep reading. And remember my divine spreads, which I haven't done for a little while. They do signify usually a week ahead, but you can take it as a timeless reading. It's up to you in your own personal situation when you view this video. It's up to you what you want to do. If it talks to you, then it's for you. If not, remember it's general. So, divine spread using the Cosmic Tarot. You can always watch this reading for your moon, your Venus. Venus is love. Mars is, of course, action. It's our desires. It's the courage to move forward. Okay, so take the signs as they resonate for you. So calling on Spirit, calling on my archangels to guide me with a divine spread. We're reading the energies, remember, so it could relate to any part of life. We're still in retrograde Mercury, retrograde Venus cycle, both two retrograde planets. Soon as they turn direct, we're out of it retrograde season. So there's a window of opportunity coming in where all the planets are direct. Hello. Now Venus turns direct on the 29th of January and Mercury early February. So around the 3rd or 4th, depending on where you are in the world. So calling on archangels, what are the energies that are playing out? Please guide us energetically. As we know, the cosmos is a reflection of our lives here on earth. What do we need to know, dear Spirit? 22nd of January, thinking of 7 days ahead, it's the 29th when Venus turns direct. Remember, retrograde planets deal with reinventing, re-looking at, redoing, matters to do with the past, relationships from the past, situations pertaining to the past. And the fact that Venus is retrograde, she can also speak to our financial securities. As we know, the nodes have now shifted into Taurus, the nodes of the moon, which are very karmic. They've shifted into Taurus and Scorpio. So it's all about our values, our securities. Let's see, dear Spirit, what do we need to know? Thank you. We have the King of Cups, and the energies do not lie. They do not lie. I've got another Greek channel, and the King of Cups was the king that came through today. So that's why I'm saying the energies do not lie. Those of you that are Greek, you can always, I suppose, visit the other channel. If you understand Greek, I will put the link beneath the video. Okay, so the channel is called Mysteries of Gaia in English, okay? But I speak Greek there. So King of Cups, matters of love, matters of our emotional life, okay? I do see the crab here, so it does speak to that. Usually this is Scorpio. It will be different for each of you. We've got Scorpio, Cancer, and obviously Pisces. Okay, we've just recently had a full moon in Cancer, and that was a treacherous, I would say, full moon. From what I see, what's playing out, it hasn't been an easy full moon, and Cancer is all about the home. It's all about our emotional security, financial standing, and all that, how we are in our homes, in the country we live in. Okay, January 17th, so 5 days ago we had that full moon. So something obviously needs or has been shown. Let's see what is hidden. We have the Four of Cups, so someone's not happy in their place of home. Four of Cups could speak to mischances, okay, revisiting a situation. Four of Cups is something not possibly being stable, concerning, because it's usually a not happy card. concerning someone's home or their environment where they live. There's unstable emotional energies that we don't know about, and when we say it's hidden, this could be someone that you are thinking of. This is what they're dealing with. I want to take one card straight away on that. We've got the Princess of Wands, Page of Wands. Page of Wands, Aries, Sagittarius, Leo. It's the minor arcana of the Fool. So Princess of Wands could also speak to a messenger, someone that's ready or willing to go on that adventure, take that risk. Remember that the pages are messengers. Usually the Page of Wands is someone that's quite, they come from a royal, let's say, background or heritage. It's not someone that has got financial issues. It's more about their desires and their ability to take risks and begin new cycles. This is a very adventurous page. It's the Aries energy for me. It's cardinal fire. So someone taking action, instigating changes where they haven't been happy, to send out that message of desire. Remember, the Ace of Wands is like a spark. It's seeing the light. It's fiery. It's desirous. It's all about action and movement. Okay, let's see recent past. The Strength card. Confidence, courage, trust, sexuality, self-worth. Okay, Leo is all about risk-taking. Nevertheless, it's romantic. It's heartfelt. Leo is fire again, and it's all about leadership. Again, we speak to that royalty. Leo is very royal. You could see the line, wears a crown. What's interesting, with a crown in this card, and I want to show you the card, is the triad on the crown of the lion, and that speaks to Neptune, Poseidon, the god of the seas, confusion, illusion, deception, maybe even a very strong emotional, not only emotional but sexual connection. Could also be a secretive. I'm going to say why, because Pisces can speak to an affair or illusion or sacrificing something and taking the courage to move forward. Let's see what is probable in the now. We have the Prince of Swords, so the Knight of Swords, Aquarius, Gemini, Libra. Prince of Swords is quick communication, challenges with words. He's you could see he's like showing off his sword. This is a double-edged sword. This is also a sharp mind. And I see a book here as well, and the book does speak to unknown things that we could possibly be communicating, news that could be coming through, that there was confusion concerning a situation, could be legalities, could be information. Okay, and Venus is still retrograding that sign of Capricorn. She's practically at the 11th degree. She's still at 12 degrees of Capricorn. So those of you that have got, you're practically born in the middle of the season of cardinal signs. So Capricorn, Cancer, Aries, Libra. Venus is ready to station direct, but she's very powerful. She's slowing down now. And I'm going to say as she gets to the 11th degree, which is the next couple of days, Venus will be very, very powerful. Very powerful indeed. Yeah, well, today is the 22nd. On the 23rd, actually, tomorrow, she gets to that 11th degree. So she's practically stopped. And, a stopped planet, a stationing planet, is very powerful. She's preparing to move direct. So she is sort of done that work. She's sort of done her calibration, she's turned inwards. You know, Venus is our values. It doesn't only have to speak to love. It can speak to our money, our values. What is it that we love? What makes us feel good? What is heartfelt? What is it that we love in our lives? Venus in Capricorn is a maturation. It's a growth spurt, because she's ended an 8-year cycle and she's ready now to start to move direct. She's begun a new cycle. What is crowning this reading? And we've got the Six of Swords. I love to see the Six of Swords because it says that we're leaving. You know, we're coming out of that Five of Swords energy, which does speak to hardships. You know, too many people in the picture. Six of Swords is a battle. It's a battle of words. It's a self-sabotaging energy as well, where someone holds all the swords. The intelligence is in one person's hand, usually in the Aquarian's hand, but remember, taking part in a battle, the swords are double-edged. So both parties, 3 parties, could all be hurt. Six of Swords is also physical travel, like moving towards serenity. This is what we're needing. We're needing healing. Okay. And we see in the background there's the staff here with a snake, which does can speak to news, but it can also speak to a sense of healing. Moving towards a serene outcome, or this could speak to physical move. What is the action and advice? We go from the Prince of Swords to the Six of Swords. This could also be, because that's 7 swords, this could also speak to news coming through or communication concerning deception of the past. This could also speak to sort of intelligence, finding a way to, an intelligent way to overcome a battle, a fight, through democratic ways, or sort of respecting the other person, because I do see the Prince of Swords as very intelligent, that Aquarian energy, which, you know, the sun's ingress into Aquarius now. It's all about being able to see, having that higher perspective, you know, that the view from Uranus, an ethereal view, intelligent 20/20 vision about how to escape, how to overcome challenges. And the challenges are with words, perception, truths. Let's see what the action and advice is. We've got the Six of Wands. We've got a couple of sixes here. Beautiful to see. Six of Wands can speak to a bit of ego, but it can also speak to the ability to succeed. This can speak to some sort of a success where business is concerned. Okay, recognition, someone pulling off a situation of intelligence. Remember that Wands are always our livelihood, our vocation. Leo is what we've created, a business. Leo is also, remember, something that is heartfelt, something that speaks to generosity. Having Leo is also romance, risk-taking, taking risks in love as well, but it's also childlike energies. And what I see is he's got the glyph here of Jupiter on his chest, which is saying that the position Jupiter is in, which is in Pisces, is in a very strong position. So Jupiter does speak to the ability to expand, luck, to be lucky. Jupiter through Pisces will bring the truth after confusion. Jupiter can also speak to long distance travel. Someone who is very much about leadership. Jupiter was the god of all gods. He was the leader of the 12 gods of Olympus. So someone's taking leadership here coming through as very abundant, very generous with the information. Could relate to successes at work, balancing out and harmonizing any situation that we're looking at here. Let's see what the possible outcome is. We have the Two of Wands. So the Two of Wands is a portal that opens a possible lucky streak or a decision that's going to be made where someone takes the fire. Remember, the wands are very much about fire. Takes the fire from within their soul and uses it to their advantage. Remember that Prometheus took the fire from Jupiter, Zeus, and gave it to humanity. And having fire, which does speak to intelligence, wisdom, okay? Without fire, there is no ability to move forward. And fire is power. So whoever holds the fire has got the power within their hands. So I believe that someone is taking that, their desires, what burns within them, what their heart is telling them, what is it that they desire, and they're making a decision to move forward with that. Remember, in the Two of Wands, we have the world. So the world is, it's having the world in your hands is anything is possible, okay? The world can also speak to, remember, it is a sphere. Many times it's a sphere and it's not the actual world. The sphere can speak to cycles as well. So a cycle now ending where someone's making a decision, choosing between two situations or just taking the fire from within and running with it. And so we've got a fair bit of fire. Okay, we've also got, I mean, Leo is fire as well. We do have some water and a bit of air as well. Maybe this is a portal that opens, maybe even a chance missed with the Four of Cups here. Remember the Princess of Wands, the Page of Wands, which is holding that Ace of Wands and ready to go on that adventure. And you know, the triad also in the crown of Leo, it does look like fire very much so. Let's see how the planetary alignments, how the cosmic alignment is helping or hindering our situation. We have the Three of Pentacles. I do see some calamity here. The Three of Pentacles is trying to, expand on something, trying to work on something. But if you could see in this card here, he looks like he's going to fall, like he's falling off the ladder. So there's a bit of a mishap, some calamity here, where the ability to grow, where, we're building on something, but maybe there's three people here as well. So this is not a balanced, harmonizing partnership. There's three people here. And they do say two's company, three is a crowd. Potentially, though, usually this is the ability to expand. It's an initial stage of success. But what I see here is that it's not really a success here because something went wrong, okay? Something goes wrong and there's a pause in the expansion and growth and the ability to succeed. Now remember that the King of Cups is at the foundation. He's the seed of the reading, which speaks to heart matters, generosity of spirit, of soul, of heart, of, emotionally. The King of Cups, he's usually very sacrificing. He would, let's say, he would feed or nurture and provide others before himself. And that's all about sacrifice. Okay? So he's putting his heart, let's say, his emotions in second position, second line. let's see. We have the Four of Wands. The Four of Wands, more wands. Four of Wands is usually marriage. It can speak to someone's ability to feel stable, secure within a home, within a marriage. I do see with the Three of Pentacles here that obviously there's a third person here in the picture, whether it's could be anyone, could be a family member. This could also speak to calamity at work. So someone's stability, their livelihood, their security within a business with what they've built is going through some sort of challenge here. Remember that the Four of Wands is 1111. And 1111 is a very, very synchronistic number. 11 generally is a very synchronistic number. Very important message. 11 is justice, remember. Libra, the harmony or not. Let's take another card. Oh my goodness. And we've got the Devil. Hello. Hello. Not surprising at all. The Devil is Capricorn. Obviously, we know there's so much going on in Capricorn. Pluto's there. Venus is there. Mercury's retrograding back, revisiting Capricorn as he's retrograde in the sign of Aquarius. He's moving backwards. He's going to revisit Capricorn. He's going to touch on Pluto. So that means he's going to touch on Pluto. Let me just have a look at that for a moment. He's touching on Pluto, everyone. He's right on Pluto right now. Mercury is right in the heart of the sun right now. So Mercury's dining with the king, but Mercury's heading backwards to connect. He's at 3 degrees, actually, of Aquarius. So, you know, in the next couple of days when he visits that 0 degrees of Aquarius, which is where Saturn and Jupiter, in a couple of days. So 25th of January, when he touches upon the 0 degrees of Aquarius, which is where Saturn and Jupiter conjoined and met up together on the 21st of December. So that 0 point of Aquarius I've been talking about is a very important point. And I also want you to remember back. We had 2 full moons in Aquarius because we did not have a full moon in Cancer last year, which we've just had a full moon in Cancer 5 days ago. So we missed a full moon in Cancer in the whole of 2021. And we had 2 full moons, 2 consecutive full moons in the sign of Aquarius, which happened at the 0 degrees of Aquarius. Yep, the 0 degrees of Aquarius. I'm just looking at the chart. And that was on the 23rd. No, it wasn't at the 0 degree. It was at the 1st degree. So same position, same thing. 23rd of July. And then we had another full moon in Aquarius on the 22nd of August, 22nd, 23rd of August. At the 29th degree. So that first 0 to 1st degree of Aquarius is a very important degree, as Venus and Mars will also touch on that degree. Now, Mercury will be there on the 25th, and he's heading up to Pluto, so he's connecting with Pluto in a couple of days after that. So okay, so very important. As Venus turns direct on the 29th of January, she turns direct and Mercury's right on Pluto at 26 of Capricorn. So that's really interesting, right? Really, really interesting. Remember that Jupiter and Saturn conjoining. Remember that was father and son in mythology. They joined at that 0 1st degree of Aquarius back in December of 2020. What was going on for you back then? Because this story is playing out again here and is playing out in the next couple of months because, as I said, Mercury is right on Pluto now. He's going to go back and revisit Pluto early March. Hold on. Mercury will connect with Pluto early February, and it's Venus and Mars that will connect on that 0 degree early March. Yeah. So as Venus will leave the sign of Capricorn and enter Aquarius. So I don't know what's going on for you personally, but this Devil card obviously here does speak to restrictions, fears, obligations, limitations, toxicity. Could be within a marriage. Remember that the Devil is also very sexual. So I don't know if this is someone taking a risk and stepping out of a marriage. That's what sort of Venus is looking at as she's retrograding in Capricorn. Okay. So, okay. I want to take one more on that Devil straight away before I take any other cards. We've got the Four of Swords, where another 4. We've got 3 4s. 4s speak to family. Let's see what's at the bottom of the deck. Another 4. We've got 4 4s. 4 4s are 16. That's Uranus. That is the Tower. 4 of Pentacles is the Miser. It's someone holding back on what their heart feels, what they want to communicate. 4s speaks to being unhappy within a home. 4 of Pentacles, not feeling safe and secure financially. It is a challenge. We've got the 3 and then the 4. In this card, we actually see someone, we see a meeting here. Maybe this is a meeting, interview, something that you've been hoping for, or something that you don't know about. Why? Because remember, the 4 of Pentacles is like someone holding back. So maybe there hasn't been communication. Someone has not communicated to you that they want this interview, this meeting, this get-together. And we've got the Queen of Wands. Queen of Wands, Leo, Sagittarius, Aries. We've got a Queen of Wands and a King of Cups. A very fiery queen. Queen of Wands, we know, is very creative, very much about business. She can be very sexual, so that really does align with what is showing up here. The 4 of Swords comes after a breakup, disappointment. Remember, 3 of Swords, heartbreak, disappointment, 3 people in a situation. Let's see what the Karma Dharma is, and I'm using a different deck this time. As I said, different energies. Let's see, dear Spirit, what is the Karma Dharma? What's going on? The Karma Dharma in this divine spread. And we've got Taurus and the Hierophant. So this does speak to restrictive energies. The Hierophant, Taurus, something pertaining to marriage, commitments, hierarchy, a large corporation, institution, someone's beliefs, traditions, family. Okay, the Hierophant being Taurus, fixed earth. We know Uranus is transiting through Taurus. Now the nodes, the North Node has entered Taurus. So those of you that have got any Taurian or Scorpio energies within your chart, so planets there or your angular points, you know, any planets in those areas will be going through fated changes. This speaks to our beliefs as well. And this is saying also that there's a lot of karma dharma playing out, and lots of changes. Here's a 5. 5 speak to changes. This could also be indicating the time of Taurus, which is where we're having a solar eclipse on the 30th of April. Remember, eclipses play out months before and months after. So this could be signifying that solar partial eclipse in Taurus, which will be on 30th of April, a new moon, new beginnings. And solar eclipses are more about things happening outside of us, not so emotional, even though it is the moon. The moon is very happy in Taurus, but nevertheless, it's an eclipse. And eclipses are never easy, because 2 weeks after that, there's a lunar eclipse in Scorpio. And we're in both those energies. So do realize that something is needing to make space, leave our lives. South Node in Scorpio, something that was hidden, something that was poisonous. Healing can take place as we shed that South Node, get out of our comfort zone. Let's see emotionally where we are. Emotionally, how the moon is affecting us. We have the end of a tough cycle approaches, and you know, this card, through the various readings that I've done in the past couple of days, has shown up twice for me. So as I said, it's a general reading and the energies play out. It's the energies we're reading. So those of you that this card is familiar to you, then obviously there's a message in this reading for you. Full moon in Capricorn, everyone. A full moon in Capricorn is happening on July 13 in Capricorn. So the moon will be in Capricorn and the sun will be in Cancer. So the end of a tough cycle approaches in July, 13th of July. Those of you that have got your birthday on that full moon, then this is significant for you. What else? What else, dear Spirit? Because we know Capricorn is Saturnian. We've got the devil here. So the end of a tough cycle approaches where we can heal the blockages pertaining to the ability to expand, to have stability within a marriage. Third person could also be an affair. The devil can speak to an affair, right? Four of Swords is here, so we sort of miss that Three of Swords. We go straight to the Four of Swords, which says the heartbreak has happened already. The disappointment. Let's see one more card. Thank you. And we've got luck is on your side, new moon in Sag. And lucky time with new moon in Sagittarius will be on November 23rd. November 23rd is the new moon in Sagittarius. Now do think of this. I was talking about that conjunction, right, of Jupiter and Saturn on that 0 degree, 0 first degree of Aquarius in 2020, 21st of December, which was 21st of December, we know is a very important time. And we've got Saturn and Jupiter here. The Father and the Son. We've got luck is on your side. It looks like Jupiter wins the battle here. Full moon in Capricorn, so ending. There's that Saturnian energy which is ending. Saturn loses the battle as Jupiter wins. He takes the throne from his father, right? And Jupiter is in a very, very strong position right now. Okay? And remember that Saturn is also still transiting through Aquarius. So we've still got that Saturnian energy, but Saturn being in Aquarius, Aquarius is also ruled by Uranus, and Uranus is the Tower Moments, which brings rebellion, revolution, the ability to set yourself free through doing things in a very intelligent way, right? Being very intelligent, escaping a catastrophe, right? Figuring things out, having the ability to perceive things from a very higher and intelligent level. And Venus is going to, as I said, she's turning direct at the 11th degree, so she's going to connect with Pluto as she's moving direct. This is when we close the door on fears, close the doors on toxic connections, on difficult challenges, right? It's like a rebirth. Yes, Venus is being rebirthed. We've all got Venus somewhere in our chart. So let's take the Mystic Moon Oracle. And I want to say that the North Node in Taurus, even though it's us getting uncomfortable, it's lucky. It's the lucky part of the dragon, the head of the dragon, as we say, K2, Rahu and K2, Rahu being the head, K2 is the tail. Rahu is the head, which is, it wants to be fed. K2 is the tail, which needs excreting. So we're looking towards the North Node in Taurus, and Taurus is Venus. So if we are not feeding, nurturing ourselves with value, financial status, security, and love, it's not going to work, okay? And we need to work with both the nodes. So not letting totally everything go with the South Node, because that's where we're coming from. We've got that within our DNA. It's more about bringing in the energy of Taurus. So working with both those energies together. And Scorpio is death, transformation. It is a very sexual energy, potent. It's Plutonian. Shadow work, so Plutonian. Healing. Regrets. The answer is no. Fall. And we've got the inner child. So this is healing the inner child wounds, self-worth wounds. This speaks to needing to align. The chakras are out of alignment. Our chakras, this relationship is out of balance. It's out of whack. And it needs a lot of nurturing, loving energies. There's been a fair bit of deception. There's regrets here. There are regrets here. Someone's done something that they shouldn't have done. The shadow work is very much about fears, fearing, looking at our shadow side, our shadow self. Someone has not been watering their garden. The door has been closed. Fall speaks to a very sobering, very hermetic sort of, being in solitude, doing the inner work, looking for the inner light. Okay? And the Fall card reminds me of Capricorn very much so. So this, yes, this could be indicating the time of Christmas. The inner child, we all have an inner child within us. And old wounds from the past could be coming up to be seen and to be cleared. And those old wounds, those wounds come from within, from our shadow self, from our subconscious. If we're not healthy within our inner self, then we cannot be in a healthy relationship, right? And that is what we're needing to work through. And yeah, both people are going through the same energies. We've got the mirroring card here, which says that two people are mirroring each other. So the shadows, the shadow work, let's say, is bouncing from one person to the other. There's a reflection. So what you're receiving from the other person is what they're receiving from you. This is how the energy flows. Unfortunately, work needs to be done here. Abandoned, you see. Someone was obviously abandoned. Maybe childhood wounds, a broken up family from the past. There, maybe a separation of the parents could be what is coming through now for healing. Dark offer. Balancing the scales. The scales have been imbalanced. Here I'm going to say there hasn't been equal giving and receiving. Now, this could also speak to potential divorce, separation, or anything to do with legalities. And we've got the divine masculine, which we also see here. Could be a divine masculine that's going through legalities or divorce, coming through from their shadow. Their shadow work is being done right now, and they're going through a lesson. Winter, you see. This could relate to last winter as well. For you, wherever you are in the world, winter does speak to, again, being in a very a wintry sort of an atmosphere, emotionally speaking, right? So a lack of happiness. We've got fall and winter there. Now, literally, we are in, we just come out of fall and we're in the season of winter. So these could be also timing cards. Okay. All right. Let's take more cards. Let's see what's going on. Stay with me till the end. I've got another. I haven't used these handwritten love cards for a while. So there's different messages in this deck. I'm going to take the Findesicle Kipper deck, the fortune-telling cards. Let's see what's going on. Now remember, Capricorn can speak to leadership. We see here we've got a leader here as well. It could be someone that's got their own business. They're in a position of power. Maybe they've been humbled, because I do see that the reading is not an easy one. What's going on, dear Spirit? Remember, Venus rules Taurus, and she's in Capricorn, which whatever she's doing up there is in a good aspect to Taurus. Now, Venus is trining over, good aspect again, flowing energy, is trying over to Uranus. In Capricorn, I do believe as she turns direct, things are going to start happening like a tower. Bang, 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 one tower after the other, because Venus moving direct, which she's actually stopped, right? She stops at the 11th, and Uranus is in Taurus, moving now direct. So they are connecting for a few days, which is saying sudden shocks, shocking surprises, difficult tower moments, which are for our own good, but also beautiful surprises coming through. There's the marriage card. There it is, number 3. And we see, a man wearing a top hat. Top hats do speak of, back in the days, it was the royals that wore top hats. Someone who comes from a heritage, a special heritage, a royal heritage. There's a lot of manners. There's etiquette here. We've got a false person. So someone is not being truthful about their social standing, their marriage, who they truly are, because we've got the false person. We've got someone wearing a mask here, and we've got this divine feminine. She's hiding behind a fan. So she's not showing her true identity either. So there's a lot of deception, lies, information that's not communicated. And we've got expectation. Now the expectation, we see a woman on the inside looking out. She's expecting someone or some situation. I do see her very similar to, she needs to wait. She needs to be patient. So it brings up the Empress in a way, because we know the Empress is expecting. The seed that she's planted, she's expecting to see it. Now here we see that she's got some sort of an expectation is the expectation in relation to news, truth, pertaining to someone's marriage, commitments, contracts, we can even say partnerships. If this is not marriage, it could just speak to business, right? Let's take a couple more. We have community, so someone's close environment. We've got great fortune. So it's interesting because we've got the Neptune energy and the Jupiter, which when they conjoin, they're going to connect in April, everyone, in April, early April, around the 12th, I think. They will be exact, but coming up to early April, there can be a lot of truths coming through. News could come through one's community from other people. Okay, great fortune speaks to the wheel of fortune. We see a lot of riches here, a lot of abundance. And this divine feminine is expecting maybe information that will bring changes, fated changes. Maybe even short distance or long distance travel. Great fortune can speak to a lot of wisdom coming through, a lot of truths. And it can speak to legalities as well, pertaining to legalities. And we've got imprisonment. Oh my goodness. Imprisonment is a number 29. 29 is 11. So I feel here that the abundance, the truth that's going to come through, the understanding pertaining to what has been hidden, and it pertaining again to contracts, religion, beliefs, family, all those energies of Taurus, the truth will, and I say Jupiter here, Jupiter, which does bring us the truth, does bring us abundance. Jupiter can be, let's say, the key. Remember Taurus and Uranus. Taurus holds two keys. Uranus is a key because it's an intelligent way to find the ability to move forward, to set oneself free from anything that was healthy, unchanging, stuck energies. And I do see that the imprisonment here speaks to karma as well. So someone receiving their karma, someone needing to work with, or to work with, what was I going to say? To work with, or to work with the challenges and the blows that they are receiving because of karma. That's what I wanted to say. Okay, it's like someone being put behind bars or receiving what Jupiter foresees as justice, because Jupiter does provide justice. And we've got an 11, which is the number of Libra, justice. So I'm going to say also that the news that could come through, what will be known is that someone was stuck. Someone was stuck because maybe there were injustices, maybe their fortune was locked up because of legalities, because of the law, because of family, because of their commitments. And, you know, we can actually see here, we can actually see two feminine figures that are very different. We've got one that's she's quite deceitful, she's hiding behind her mask. The other one is expecting. So we see different energies. I mean, this expectation is more inclined towards earth. So what you see is what you get. Here we've got water, and water flows. It can be deceptive, right? I want to take a couple more cards. We have thoughts, number 16, which is Uranus and the Tower. So we've got the divine masculine thinking of a divine feminine, maybe trying to figure out a way to coming back to this area here, to escape some sort of destruction, difficulties, trying to figure out a way to unlock this key here, to get themselves out of hot water or out of a difficult situation, or find a solution to the blockages, whatever's been blocking him. And we've got the main female, so we've got a few females here. We've got a few females, and these could be different people, I suppose, in one's life. The main female we see is holding a flower, and a flower can speak to, obviously, an offer. It can speak to an offer that's been received, or... And what I get with the flower, let me just restart my camera. What I get with the flower is potentially for some of you out there that, you know, when you haven't really met someone face to face, or you've never seen them, or you don't know them, and you're expecting them to come in, and there's a sign, you're holding a flower, or you're holding up someone's name, or yeah, that's what I feel, that's what I'm getting here. So it's like she's sort of holding the light and saying, I'm here. And she's a number 2. 2s are very potent today, looking at the date. Now, there's some sort of a thought, but there are blockages here. It's trying to find an intelligent solution, because what separates these two, which could be a third person, because we see could be that someone here is in a marriage, could be another partner, let's say, partnership if this is not love, trying to find a solution. Remember what I said up here, using the intelligent mind, trying to figure something out, whether to be able to move, you know, leave conflict, those 5 of swords, and move towards the 6th. Find a solution that, you know, for this blockage here. And we've got the child. And the child can speak to something new. This is a very happy card. The ability to create. Remember what I spoke of before, that this woman here reminds me very much of the Empress, which needs to wait so that she could give birth. And again, it can speak to something to do with a mother, motherhood. The child can be a third person in a situation, right? So general energy speaks to happiness or the ability to create something new. There is a sense of trust within the child energy. Let's just count these numbers. We've got 11, and 1 is 12, and 3 is 15, and 8 is 23, and 11 is 34, and 7 is 41, 43, which equals a 7. 7 is the Chariot. It's travel, it's overcoming obstacles, it's Cancer, it's making a decision and moving forward, overcoming obstacles, taking charge. So I'm going to put these cards away so I can take more tarot. Oops. We will reference them later again, more than likely. Let's take more tarot and see what's going on. So remember, we had the 4 of Pentacles here. I'm going to put it down as the general energy. Why do we have the King of Cups? There's the Queen of Wands, King and Queen of Wands. Sorry, the King of Cups and the Queen of Wands. We know she's very attractive, very magnetic. Let's take one more on this couple here. We've got the 5 of Pentacles. not your perfect relationship from the past, not a harmonized relationship because of age difference. Could be for some, could be different religion, different social standing. 5 of Pentacles. Let's look at the hidden position. Maybe even a different financial position is keeping them apart. And I'm going to say also that maybe here, on another level, this may have been a marriage of financial help, you know, a marriage and a business. A marriage of business and a business connected to marriage. I don't know how it resonates for you. Let's see here. 4 of Cups, Princess of Wands. There's the King of Wands. Interesting. Leo, Sagittarius, Aries. Let's look at the Strength card. So we've got a Queen of Wands, King of Wands, and a King of Cups. Could be the same person. Doesn't have to be 2 different people, remember. It's not the same for all of you. We've got Justice. Here it is. Confidence in receiving one's justice. Confidence in moving forward. Where there's been deception, someone is needing to face their justice. Maybe divorce, separation. Prince of Swords in the now. And we've got the King of Pentacles. Now we've got 3 kings. Interesting. 3 kings speaks to protection. But it could be the same person in 3 different lights. 3 different energies. King of Pentacles is a father. Someone who's holds very high regard for their money. King of Pentacles is practical. This could also speak to someone spending a lot of money with legalities, or someone holding back, or maybe even ready to communicate concerning their life, their financial standing, who they are. Let's look at that 6 of Swords. Okay, we've got the 7 of Cups, which can speak to a lot of deception. We see someone that's broken here because there's been deception. 7 of Cups, right? Things being up in the air. This person cannot stop thinking of the past. We've got the couple here. We see that this person is really broken. Let's see it. Let's take another card because this card wanted to come through. We've got the Ace of Wands. So something will be shown. Something is shown. Someone is... There's desperate energies here. There's decisive, there's passionate, there's where one cannot move forward, there's regrets, there's frustration, anger, frustration. But the Ace of Wands also is potentially a new start. The light comes on and clears up those clouds. The 7 of Cups, right? 7 of Cups can also speak to someone that has many doors that open. They've got many choices, but they choose, in the end, even though there's a lot of frustration, they choose to move. They choose to move. Remember, it's on top of the 6 of Swords. It's like they're biting their tongue so that they don't fight. They don't battle this out. They don't want to take part in a fight. They don't want to be cut. Let's see what this 6 of Wands speaks to. And we've got the Empress. My goodness. How many people do we have in this reading? The Empress. And I don't feel that the Empress, for many of you, is the same as the Queen of Wands. For those of you that this is the same person, because in a way, I suppose both are very creative. The Empress could also be a mother or matters of motherhood. Now, this is someone, the action and the advice is that she's been put on a pedestal. She succeeds. the Empress succeeds, or she's someone who's very successful and very creative, very, very abundant. This does speak to luck. This does speak to the ability to expand. And this does speak to the ability to love. Venus is reborn, remember, and this is Taurus, Libra. And, you know, we've got Taurus and Libra here. So it's got a lot to do with Libra. Let's take one more card, because for some of you, this could also be a mother-in-law or a mother that has got a bit of ego, right? A bit of ego. She comes with, the success comes with a bit of vanity, right? Let's take one more card on that. We've got the Prince of Wands. So we've got two knights. The Knight of Swords and the Knight of Wands. And the Knight of Wands is someone very driven. Someone that's ready to take action. To expand. To take the harvest. Someone is running with their desires. The Knight of Wands, remember, carries that Ace of Wands, which is here. So someone's now taking action. Could be towards an Empress, because this is all about action. We do have also, we've got the King of Wands here in the hidden position. Knight of Wands could also be someone who travels or who's just taking action now. Traveling towards their desires. Remember what I spoke of at the beginning about someone really having that fire within them. And it looks like, because, you know, this knight, which is the Knight of Wands, is Sagittarian energy, and he's sitting right on the new moon in Sag. So new moon means a new beginning, and luck is on your side. So remember, we had the expectation. The woman that was waiting, and I said she reminds me of the Empress. She's expecting. She's expecting news. She's expecting a door to open. She's expecting mischance. She's expecting someone to come in, to travel, to come close. She was connected with the Wheel of Fortune, the Great Fortune here. What stood behind, between her, let's say, her abundance. Because I do feel that this main female is the same one as the expectation. What stood between her and this divine masculine was maybe an idea, a new way of doing things, someone breaking or rebelling against what held them back, their limitations. Limitations could also speak to fears. It could speak to time. So I guess that's what I see here. Let's see what that Two of Wands shows. We have the Magician, Mercury. There's an Ace. The stars align for a new beginning. There could be some communication to do with the past that will bring light to the situation. That a portal is open, someone's made a choice. And Six of Pentacles, and now they're ready to do the work. Receive. Remember, the Six of Pentacles usually shows it shows equal giving and receiving and the scales. So it's all about being generous. Six of Pentacles. This is also a payout. Paying physically, metaphorically. Someone paying, right? Needing to pay towards a divorce, or maybe even child support. You know, alimony, whatever it is. Someone is generous enough to pay out. And this could also speak to receiving the clarity, receiving the news that someone's going through divorce, someone needs to pay money out, that there's generosity here, generosity of communication as well. Let's look at the divine position here. What's this calamity with the Three of Pentacles? We've got the Eight of Swords. Eight of Swords is the perception of being blocked or being trapped and not being able to expand because of a third person, because of an imbalance. Let's look at the Four of Wands. We have the King of Swords. So now we've got all the kings here. All the kings. And this is my Aquarian energy, which it does speak to intelligence. Even though we've got the sign of Libra here, usually it's the Aquarius card. Libra does speak to relationships, justice. This could also speak to, for some of you, this could be someone who wears a uniform, works in the legal field, is a solicitor, lawyer, a doctor. King of Swords speaks the truth and severs ties with anything that is unhealthy and anything that is unbalanced. And look at the thoughts here. Number 16. 16 speaks to Uranus. So a sudden moment or a sudden revelation of truth. Also figuring a way out of someone's, maybe also an unhealthy or a toxic marriage. Let's look at that Four of Swords and the Devil. And we've got the Sun. So absolutely lovely. The Sun is Leo. It's childlike. It's risk-taking. It's the ability to create. Someone's blockages or limitations could have been a child. But, you know, after the darkness of Saturn, the sun comes through and brings healing to the wounded. Four of Swords. Brings clarity. Brings a risk. Someone is taking a risk. Remember the Sun. The Sun shows a child here, and it can also be a son. We've got the inner child here. Remember what I spoke of, someone's working through their shadow phase. They're going through a healing process, which takes time. We've got 3 children here. We've got, oh my God, beneath the child is the Lovers, and it's a number 15. And we've also got the wealthy man here. Number 13. So again, the top hat. We've got the family room, which is a 21, maybe closing up a major karmic cycle where the wheel turns. Someone's making a choice. Is it in business or is it in love? Because the Lovers does speak of love. Someone obviously is ending a marriage here because of an affair, because of connecting to a soulmate, to a very powerful union. Look at the love here. And I want to also point out the doves here. Can you see the doves? Okay, this reminds me of that fluttering, that those games that Venus and Mars will be playing as they're transitioning, moving forward together. They'll be conjoining at the 0 degrees of Aquarius and moving through that time together. They'll be playing a game. They'll be sowing those seeds. Remember, the Ace of Wands is also desire, passion, sex. Okay, someone could be wanting to take a trip because they're missing, very much so, a relationship that they had from the past, where there's been deception, there's been lies, and there's regrets here. We've got the regret there as well. Remember, the Ace of Wands is a seed which can produce children as well. So this could speak to creative energies as well, not only romantic, creative and work related. So we see that the end of a tough cycle approaches. Luck is on your side. Someone's been focusing, targeting someone or something, a situation, right? And there's a new moon in Sagittarius, new moon, new Jupiterian moon, which a new moon in Sag, as I said, is towards the end of the year, 23rd of November, and that's very close to the eclipses as well, right? Playing out, but Sagittarius also can speak to being at a physical distance to someone, okay, where there's been blockages because of the lockdowns, you know, the inability to move. There's been limitations. We've been locked up, haven't been able to take, you know, to fly towards a distance. Let's see what the Four of Pentacles is. Four of Pentacles, please, Spirit. Four of Pentacles, general energy. And that's the Chariot. So it's forward momentum here, right? The Four of Pentacles is maybe even the seeds that have been planted. I was going to take on this King of Pentacles, and we've got the Wheel of Fortune right there, right? The Wheel of Fortune turns and brings the Empress, brings action, fire, brings communication, new beginnings. The Magician is an ace, remember. Brings the Sun, brings clarity, brings warmth. The Sun is so different. The Sun is the heart. The King of Swords is not someone that can speak truthfully from the heart, right? And I'm going to say here that if this is the same connection, the King of the King of Cups, which is usually Scorpio, King of Pentacles, Taurus, King of Wands, can be Sag, can be Leo, and the King of Swords, Aquarius, I suppose could be any other air sign. But this King of Cups, maybe was buckled up. Cancer, it shows Cancer, right? And Cancer is a tough exterior, but a very mushy and very soft interior. Maybe this full moon in Cancer that just came through has maybe sort of been a little bit of an awakening. Now, you may be dealing with someone that's got Cancerian energies, or this person maybe was not happy in their home. Cancer speaks to home, can speak to mother. But Five of Pentacles is an imbalance. There wasn't equal giving and receiving, because I feel that, look at this. We've got the Four of Pentacles, and we've got Four of Pentacles is usually my Taurus card. Can be, I suppose, Capricorn as well. But we've got the Cancer card, Chariot. Even though this has been a long-standing relationship, or there's been secrecy, or someone's been protecting their heart, or they weren't able to speak, right, to communicate emotionally. Looks like they're overcoming their fears of being wounded, being hurt, being trodden on, right? So they're now able to speak more truthfully from the heart. In the past, with the Five of Pentacles here, no, there was probably no ability to speak truthfully, because they're even showing up as the King of Swords here. Imagine that. Now, the King of Wands in the hidden position says that maybe through fire, the ability to take that leap of faith is coming through. Maybe even there's a lot of anger because of missed chances, because of not taking that leap of faith, because of not taking that journey. We've got the Page of Wands and the Knight of Wands and the King of Wands. So again, very creative energies. Someone who's quite powerful, maybe holds a position of power within business, very creative individual. And we've also got the Wheel of Fortune, which is the wheel turns. The wheel turns. Yes, there's some sort of an ending here. Some sort of truth is coming to light. And it's coming from the Knight of Swords. We've got the King of Swords here as well. Now, if this is Aquarius and we've got Taurus here, remember that they're fixed signs. Fixed signs are squaring each other. Taurus, Aquarius. Okay, where someone is challenged to come through with their truth and know that, you know, their inner child is smiling at them now. This could also speak to someone going through healing, coming through fears. with the devil here. Fears of commitment, fears of intimacy, fears of, restricting energies. I mean, the devil card could also speak to someone's obligations, limitations, restrictions, business. Capricorn is business. It can speak to also the elder and the wiser. Someone being a father, needing to stand strong and be wise and be mature. What's at the bottom of the deck, dear Spirit? And we've got the Seven of Wands. So someone pushing through, having the upper hand. Seven of Wands is, maybe also a partnership or a situation where someone needed to put in a lot of effort because there was a lot against this partnership relationship, right? Here it looks like he's got it in the hand. It looks like he's dancing, not like he's fighting here. And we've got the Princess of Cups, so Page of Cups, Pisces. An offer of love that comes through unexpectedly, a childlike energy. Pisces, during the time of Pisces maybe, and the Knight of Cups. So we've got all the figures here. I mean, this is a really, really hard reading. Why? Because there's so many characters in the reading. Unfortunately, that's what happens when too many kings and queens and pages and knights and come through. Let's see what Spirit wants us to know. Dear Spirit, please advise. What you don't know is that someone is ready to take the action. Someone is ready to take the action. The action and advice is that there will be abundance here. There will be success, and there will be action moving forward. Action taken. Someone is coming through very courageously. Even if there's an age difference. Well, we've got the Empress with the Knight of Wands there. Could be a large, quite a big age difference where the Divine Feminine is older. No, that's not the message. There is a lot of admiration, a lot of desire here. Even if we see the King of Wands. King of Wands has matured. Has suffered learning lessons or maybe even dealing with his own hardships. Now he's showing up as a very experienced king. Indecision is in the reverse. Thank you, Spirit. Indecision in the reverse says that obviously someone has made up their mind. We don't have indecision here. Okay, it's a number 8. And it shows someone having two paths. Number 8. That was the message. I did a reading for my Greek channel today, and that was exactly the same thing. It's all about decisions happening, playing out in the next 6 to 7 weeks. And it does speak to our values. It speaks to Venusian energies. Doors are opening. There's opportunities to travel, to separate, difficult decisions and choices. So number 8 in the reverse. Congratulations, this card reversed indicates a newfound freedom from indecision. You have either recently made or are just about to make an important decision. This could be the other person, it may not be you. This is an important time, so bring a clarity of consciousness to your new direction. The fragmented and confused energy that you've been sending out is gone, and now you can bring new structure to your plans and your life. You may not have known what to do in the past, but your soul has been trying to guide you all along. Open up to the potential of this time and create some clear and powerful intentions regarding your new choice. Then let yourself move forward with purpose and personal power. That's a beautiful message. Lovely to hear. Absolutely. Let's take a couple of love messages here. Our love affair still haunts me, and that's the Ten of Swords. I've made a million mistakes with you. Can you forgive me? And that's the Seven of Cups, which is up here. Only you, baby, come back. Wow. I love that song, Baby Come Back. I will put it in the link beneath the video, the song Baby Come Back. You can always listen to it, Google it and listen to it, right? So we've got we've got a 9 here, everyone. 9 is the Hermit. Someone's ready to come out of their cave. Virgo, right? Someone's seen the light. Okay, and I will leave you with that. I want to thank you so much. Sending you lots of love, lots of light. Ta-da.